it. All right, it's right at 9:30. We'll give people a minute or so to join, and then we will get started. Got a few people on so far, so welcome. I'm going to get started here in just a moment. All right, so welcome back or welcome to Meditation Mondays, self-care tools for managing stress in turbulent times. This is our second to last session, so we'll do a session next week, and that'll kind of wrap up the series. Thanks for everybody who's joined. If you're watching this recorded later, welcome to you as well. And so we'll get started with an opening meditation. Then I'll talk a little bit about imagery, and then we'll do kind of one more meditation. So kind of another 2-for-1 this week. So if you just want to start to get settled in wherever you are, perhaps letting your eyes close. If you're not comfortable closing your eyes, just finding a spot in front of you and letting your gaze soften. And taking nice full breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, letting your belly be soft and relaxed. Engaging that parasympathetic nervous system. Bringing our body and our mind into balance. Remembering that you can aid this process by saying quietly to yourself, soft as you inhale, and belly as you exhale. Thoughts come, let them come, let them go. Gently bring your attention back to soft belly. And taking a few more nice, deep, full, soft belly breaths. And when you're ready, opening your eyes, back to the room. Take a little movement if you need it. So we're gonna talk for just a few minutes today about imagery. Imagery is the language of the unconscious mind and the dominant language through which the unconscious mind communicates information to the conscious mind and to the body. And imagery differs from visualization in that, you know, with imagery, we try to bring in all of the senses, hearing, touch, smell, as well as sight, taste, and we use it to mobilize the mind's capacity to affect the body. Probably even if it wasn't intentional and you've never had kind of like a guided imagery experience, you've probably all used or experienced imagery. If you've ever were going into some kind of new situation or a difficult conversation that you had to have, and you were imagining all the ways in which it could go wrong and noticed that increased your anxiety and increased your heart rate, that's kind of exactly what we're talking about. But we can use it in the opposite way as well to kind of affect our body and our mood and our minds in a more positive way. You know, it's imagery is central because it's connected with so many functions in the brain, including perceptions that we receive that we perceive through the senses, areas of the brain that are concerned with thought and association, the emotional part of the brain, the hypothalamus, which is that kind of central switching system for the autonomic nervous system, can also affect the endocrine and immune systems. There's been a lot of research done with guided imagery. Specifically, a lot of the early research was done with people being treated for cancer with radiation therapy, and that the ones who were able to use imagery in a optimistic way seem to kind of have better outcomes than those who weren't able to. So there's kind of two basic types of imagery. There's an active imagery where you're kind of focusing on something, imagining and visualizing something in particular. You know, athletes are pretty familiar with this and kind of use this in their various sports. And then a receptive is kind of more of letting images come to you. So, you know, impact of images, using images on brain activity opens us up to all kinds of possibilities for healing. We can use imagery to engage our sympathetic nervous system, to reduce our stress response. So a lot of these skills and tools that we've been learning over these last, 10 or 11 weeks, in some way affect our parasympathetic nervous system, helping us bring our nervous system into balance, which is kind of the key way that we're able to manage stress over the long term. Research has shown that it's useful in lowering blood pressure, heart rate, decreasing anxiety, improving mood, reducing symptoms of post-traumatic stress. It's been shown to improve immune functioning for people with illnesses that compromise immune functioning. And it's just kind of another way of intentionally making sure we're keeping that connection with our mind and our body, using our mind to affect our body, and to, improve ourselves, our emotions, as well as our physical selves. So with that being said, we're gonna try a little experiment now. We're gonna do a guided imagery exercise. So just as negative images can provoke fear and stress, as when we're worrying about a situation or something that we have to do that's not pleasant, positive emotions or positive images, I should say, can evoke warmth and relaxation, peace and connectedness, because the body responds in essentially the same way to created imagery as it does to real experiences. So if you're kind of imagining yourself in a kind of safe, special place, in nature, your brain reacts, if you were under an MRI, exactly the same as if you are actually experiencing those things. So we're going to do an imagery called safe place or special place, however you want to look at it, to help balance the nervous system with relaxation, using imagery to create a safe or comfortable place where you can go to relax. And this is something that you can come back to time and again, especially if you're anxious or you're in a situation where you just need to take a break and you can't physically leave and go out into the woods or into kind of wherever that place is that makes you feel good and relaxed. So wherever you are, just start to settle back into your seat. Let your breathing deepen. Perhaps letting your eyes close to eliminate external distractions, or just softening the gaze. Feeling your body against the chair or floor. Allowing your body to soften, just letting yourself be. And allow your awareness to move to your breath. Awareness of the breath coming in. Awareness of the breath going out. Breathing in, feeling calm. Breathing out at peace. And preparing to go on a mental journey. Now I'd invite you to imagine yourself in a very special place. It could be a real place, a place you may have actually been, a beautiful spot in nature, or a comforting place in your own home. It could be an imaginary place, indoors or outdoors. And if more than one place comes to mind, allow yourself to choose one and just stay there. This is a place where you are comfortable and safe. Appreciate the scene with all of your senses. See, touch, feel the whole environment that you're in. Hear the sounds. Notice any smells. Experience the ground securely underneath you. Notice what you're wearing. Notice if you have something on your feet, the time of year, the time of day. Notice whether you are alone or with another person or people. Notice the colors that are around you and the temperature. Notice the quality of the place that makes it safe and comfortable for you. And notice where you experience that safety and comfort in your body. Begin to look around you and notice if there's anything else that would make this place safer for you. Perhaps something you need to remove, or something or someone you need to bring in. Do that now and notice how your body feels in this place. And take a few moments to just relax into this place. Know that you can return to this place anytime you wish to relax and be replenished, just by doing exactly as you are doing now, sitting or lying in a comfortable position, allowing your eyes to close and the image of your place to return. And now begin to come back to the room you're in. Becoming aware of yourself, lying or sitting. Aware of yourself breathing deeply. Aware of the space that you're in. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you struggled with that at all, as some people do the first time they try to use imagery intentionally, try it a few times. It kind of gets easier the more you do it. If you were kind of able to settle into a space and you're feeling a little more relaxed now, know that you can kind of return to that place anytime. And I would encourage you to do so. I'd love to hear about what that experience was like for you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again next week. Have a great week.